Welcome to this hands-on tutorial on building a customer segmentation model using Amazon SageMaker Studio. In this video, you will learn how to set up a SageMaker environment, generate synthetic customer data, apply KMeans clustering, visualize customer segments, and interpret the business meaning behind each cluster. Let's begin. Start by navigating to the Amazon SageMaker AI console. From the left-hand navigation menu, select SageMaker Studio. SageMaker Studio runs inside a SageMaker domain. Since no domain exists in this account, the console prompts us to create one. Click Create SageMaker Domain to continue. For this tutorial, choose Setup for a single user. This option is the default and provides the fastest setup. While SageMaker also supports organizational domains, a single user domain is sufficient for this exercise. Click Setup to start the domain creation process. You may notice a short introductory video about Amazon SageMaker AI. After reviewing it, continue with the domain setup. Please note that SageMaker domains are not free. Any compute or storage resources created inside the domain will incur charges. Before proceeding, it is important to confirm the correct user profile is assigned to the domain. The user profile must be associated with an IAM role that has permission to access the Amazon S3 bucket used in this lab. This prevents permission errors later when uploading synthetic data. Update the user profile as needed. And verify that the IAM role includes the required S3 access permissions. Once confirmed, return to the SageMaker console. Next, create a JupyterLab space within the domain. Provide a meaningful name for the space. The default configuration settings are sufficient for this exercise. Launch the space and wait for it to become active. A SageMaker space is a self-contained workspace within a studio domain. It includes dedicated compute, storage, network configuration, and IAM access, along with tools such as JupyterLab. Conceptually, it functions like a project workspace bundled with its own execution environment. Once the space is running, open JupyterLab. Inside JupyterLab, select Python 3 Notebook to create a new notebook. Rename the notebook to reflect its purpose, such as customer_segmentation_KMeans. You are now ready to start writing the clustering model code. Begin by installing the required Python libraries. Next, prepare the dataset by generating synthetic customer records and uploading them to Amazon S3. Start by creating a small base dataset directly in the notebook. This base dataset contains 14 sample customer records with features such as age, annual income, and spending score. It serves as a reference for generating realistic synthetic data. Using this base dataset, generate synthetic records by randomly sampling values within the observed ranges. This ensures the synthetic data preserves realistic patterns while providing enough volume for clustering. Save the synthetic dataset as a CSV file and upload it to a designated Amazon S3 bucket using the Boto3 SDK. Once uploaded, load the dataset back from S3 into the notebook. This step simulates a real-world workflow where data is stored and accessed from cloud storage rather than local files. Select the numerical features used for clustering: age, annual income, and spending score. Apply feature scaling using StandardScaler. This step standardizes all features to have zero mean and unit variance, ensuring that no single feature dominates the clustering process due to scale differences. Determining the optimal number of clusters. To determine the optimal number of clusters, use the elbow method. Train multiple KMeans models with different values of K and record the inertia for each model. Plotting these values reveals a curve where inertia decreases rapidly and then begins to level off. The elbow in the curve appears around K equals 4 or 5, indicating diminishing returns beyond this point. Based on this visualization, select an appropriate cluster count, such as 4 clusters. Train the KMeans model using the selected number of clusters. After training, assign each customer to a cluster and add the cluster labels to the dataset. This allows inspection of how individual customers are grouped based on shared characteristics. Next, visualize the customer segments. First, plot age versus spending score, coloring each point by its assigned cluster. This visualization highlights behavioral differences across age groups and spending patterns. Then, plot annual income versus spending score, again colored by cluster. This view clearly separates segments such as high-income high spenders, low-income low spenders, and mixed behavior groups. Together, these visualizations provide intuitive insight into how customer segments differ across key dimensions. Interpreting cluster behavior. To interpret the clusters, examine the cluster centroids. Convert the cluster centers back to their original feature scales and display them as a table. Each row represents the average customer profile for a cluster. Cluster 0 represents younger customers with relatively high income but low spending scores. These are high-income, low-spender customers who may benefit from re-engagement strategies such as targeted incentives or personalized offers. Cluster 1 includes young to middle-aged customers with moderate income and very high spending scores. These are highly engaged, high-value customers who respond well to loyalty programs and exclusive rewards. Cluster 2 consists of older customers with high income and strong spending behavior. This is a premium segment well suited for personalized services, exclusive products, and VIP experiences. Cluster 3 represents older customers with lower income and moderate to low spending scores. These customers tend to be cost-conscious and may require discount-based campaigns or minimal marketing investment. To summarize, this exercise identified 4 distinct customer segments: young high-income low spenders who need re-engagement, young moderate-income high spenders who should be rewarded and retained, older high-income HIGH spenders who align with premium strategies, and older low-income low spenders where conservative, cost-focused marketing is most effective. This concludes the Customer Segmentation Lab using Amazon SageMaker Studio. Be sure to clean up any resources created during this exercise to avoid unnecessary charges.